USA. If one flight is selected, find P of on-time and upstate airlines. So P of on-time is in this category, upstate is in this category, and the overlap is right here. So there are 43 flights that they are both on time and upstate airline out of the total number of flights we have. How many flights did we have in total? Sum of all flights, being on time or not, is adding all of these together. 33 plus 43 plus 6 plus 5. And then adding everything together. So that's 87. 43 out of 87 is what we are looking for. Okay, let's do another one. Let's do number 7. Assume that a study of 500 randomly selected airplane routes showed that 482 arrived on time. Select the correct interpretation of the probability of an airline arriving late. So you have the number of on time out of all. You are looking for probability of late. So 500 minus 482 is equal to 18. 18 is the number of flights that had late airplanes. So out of total, so 18 out of 500 is the probability of arriving late. Putting it to your calculator, you get 0.036. We interpret significant if the probability is less than 0.05. So basically 0.03 is less than 0.05. So it is significant. Let's do another one. Number 14. Refer to the table which summarizes the results of testing for a certain disease. So, and here is the table. Reading the table, 87 people got tested positive and they had the disease. 27 tested positive, but they did not have the disease. You have been tested, if that you have that experience of getting a positive test result and you retest and you get negative. That's when you have a false positive. The person doesn't have the disease, but positive test result. So negative test result and subject has the disease. Negative test result and subject does not have the disease. The worst of all is when they get negative test result when the person has the disease and stays unaware of their sickness. So anyways, so the question is, a subject is randomly selected and tested for the disease. What is the probability the subject has the disease given that the test result is negative? The key word here is given. So every time you see given, so just remember that this is a keyword. I'm going to tell you how. It's a keyword in a matter that whatever comes next is the population you are looking at. What is the probability subject has the disease? So probability of disease given, we use a line, negative test result. Okay, for that one, you only look at population of negative test results because it seems that to be the population we look at. So what is the probability that subject has the disease? Here we go. Subject has the disease is 9 9 out of, just again, because it's after the word given, we look at the population of negative. The total of 9 and 312 is 321. 9 divided by 321, use your calculator, you get 0.028. That's the answer. Okay, let's do one more. Number 19. If a person is randomly selected, find the probability that his or her birthday is not in May. Ignore leap years. So if it's not leap years, 365 days. How many days in May? 31. So anything but May. So that's 365 minus 31. So that would be 334. So the answer is A. If you thought of 11 out of 12, you are not that wrong. So it's more accurate when you say 334 out of 365. And that's about, if I write it to a couple of decimal places, the answer to that is 0.9151 to 4 decimal places. Someone may say that there are 12 months in a year. And then if it's not May, anything but May is 11 months. So 11 out of 12 is 0.917. Do you see to 2 decimal places you have accuracy? But it's more accurate because it's the number of days. If you pick the way that we started with. And since it says not leap year, so you get a clue that number of days in the year is important. Again, but if you have the idea of 11 out of 12, your idea is not wrong. A is more accurate. That's all for this worksheet.